Hello and welcome to my abridged version of how to make a 2-liter bottle hanger. I will be making it out of these 2-liter bottles, and these are the materials that you're going to need. You're going to need hot glue gun, silicone sealant, a 1-inch drill bit, other small drill bits, bottle caps, bottles, and scissors or hobby knife, and a power drill. And hot glue gun if you want it, and a glove to protect your hands. And I'll be going over the types of bottles. So I'm going to start with these large 2-liter bottles. I painted over them already, and to drill the holes in the bottom I first filled them with water and froze them. And when they're frozen I used this 1-inch drill bit to drill holes in the bottom of all 3 of the 2-liter bottles. As you can see, your bit should have a number 1 on it for 1 inch. So now I'm going to connect the bottles by pushing the neck of each bottle into the holes that I've drilled. So let me do that for you. Now I've put the necks of the bottles into the holes that I drilled in the bottoms of each one, and you want to make sure to snap it in above the neck. I've removed that little white strip on each of them, and you want to make sure to snap the neck all the way down to where that used to be, so that it'll hold together the most. Now I'm going to cut holes using my knife for the plant to come out of, but you want to do that after you snap the bottles together, because otherwise it's harder, they can kind of crumble. So I'm just going to cut holes on either side with the knife for the soil to go in and for the plants to grow out of. Now I'm going to show you how to make the top reservoir and bottom reservoir. The top one is just a normal size bottle that I cut the top off, the bottom off of with a knife and connected some strings to. I drilled holes, 4 holes around the bottom, and basically it just hangs like that. And so that's gonna screw into the top of the top bottle just like that. Just like the other bottles did, you want to get it just as far in. And then we're going to take these caps and we'll connect the bottles together strongly using these caps. You can either use a normal cap with a hole drilled in it with a small bit, or you can use that other cap that's already got a hole in it. And you want to screw them down really tight, because that's what really cinches in the bottles together and makes it so that they definitely can't come apart. What I like to do is put a little hot glue or some silicone sealant around just the edge of the cap when I screw it in, and that way you're sure that it won't unscrew or come off. So now I'll show you how to put the smaller bottom reservoir on, because we've already put the top on, and the top reservoir and all the caps. So now we're ready to add the smaller reservoir. And to do that, we're going to take 2 normal caps and we're going to epoxy them together. You can also use hot glue or silicone sealant, but epoxy works best. And you're going to epoxy them, let it sit for a while, and drill through it just like the other ones, and then screw it onto the bottom bottle, 2-liter bottle, and then screw your small bottom reservoir onto that, and it connects pretty well. Also, you need to remember to poke a hole in the bottom reservoir, otherwise pressure can build up as the water enters, and then it'll stop accepting water from above. So just poke a small hole, smaller the better, and that will solve that problem. And so there's the whole hanger. And next, last step, you take some small pieces of sponge and just poke them down into the necks of all the bottles to prevent soil from traveling down the planter, and also to make it drip slower so that the soil stays saturated longer. And you can use anything to poke them down. It's kind of hard with 2-liter bottles to get it all the way down. I've used kebab sticks most often. So here's the finished product hanging, and as you can see, I've put soil in. Just used a little funnel to show you that it'll hold, and now you'll just want to saturate the soil and add your plants. So good luck, have fun.